Welcome back. I've been reading the great words of this great free thinker, Frederick Douglass. His transcendent voice echoes from this powerful book, My Bondage and My Freedom, published in 1855, the same year that Walt Whitman published Leaves of Grass. Both extraordinary books, troubling for the truths they told and the tragedies they exposed. Douglass was a religious man, yet he said the greatest calamity that could ever befall him apart from being a slave was being the slave of a religious person. The religious slaveholder was the worst, the meanest, and the most violent. His spiritual outlook was tempered by the great abuses of religion, and he was unafraid to speak out and critique and condemn the injustices legitimized by the religious. Once free, he reserved the harshest indictments for those who mixed their faith with fanaticism or just plain cruelty. The words of Frederick Douglass are still full of fire a century and a half later. From the Taliban to the televangelists, from Rome to Jerusalem, the whips of faith continue to fall on the backs and the brains of masses of people, herded along by a new slavery as old as religion itself, the slavery of the mind, of blind devotion and unquestioning assent to new masters, authorities placed on earth by their own God. Douglass left us a beam of hope, that race and creed will not forever divide and conquer us. But he was realistic and reticent to accept false promises. The promise had but one fault, he wrote: it seemed too good to be true. Let's hope that our hopes for justice and liberty are not too good to be true. In honor of Frederick Douglass and millions who still suffer under all forms of slavery.